Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis. These are the two dudes that are highly talked about. These are the two guys that everybody want to see in the ring, everybody want to see fight. Tank has been at 135 for a while. Before that, 130. He is pretty much almost damn near lifer at 135. Devin Haney's been out at 135 his entire career, right? So he just stepped into the 140-pound arena. But all these years that Devin's been down at 135, a lot of people start to question, why didn't Tank Davis fight this guy? Why hasn't Devin and Tank fought yet? And there's probably a few reasons why. I mean, I kind of like glanced over this on a few of my videos, but yesterday I got to really thinking about it, man. Like, there has to be a reason why Tank hasn't fought this guy. Now, it could be a variety of things mixed up into why this hasn't happened. You've heard everybody from Leonard Ellerby to Floyd Mayweather to Tank himself to the Rise podcast to Calvin Ford. You've heard all these people pretty much talk about why the fight hasn't happened. Okay, so they say it's about money. You know, Devin brought nothing to the table. You heard that. You've heard Devin, he's not a big draw. Devin can't punch. Devin has no chin. And, you know, aside from the monetary reasons, all the other reasons should be even more of a reason for Tank to want to go ahead and spark this dude, right? Spark this kid, knock him out, get him out the paint. But still, this is 2023, and we have yet to see Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis. So I got to thinking, well, I believe the reason why is because I think Devin beats Tank. And I've said this already, but I never really got to depth of, you know, how. Like, how does that happen? How does he beat him? I did say there's a possibility that Tank could get stopped by Devin Haney. And I said the reason why is because Tank does get hit. He gets hit a lot. And the key to that, the key to him getting hit a lot is he gets hit a lot by people he say don't have power, right? And I always said that that's gonna be his downfall right there. And you go back and look at a lot of his older fights, his previous fights against certain different dudes with power or dudes that don't have power. You can see he fights to the level of his competition. If it's a person that got power, Tank Davis he'll be more on the back foot. He'll be more on the more defensive than offensive. If it's somebody that doesn't have power, like a Leo Santa Cruz or like a Hector Garcia, Tank will stand more in the pocket with you. I believe even if Tank didn't break his head against Isaac Cruz, I don't think he would have stood there and begged with Isaac Cruz. He would have been more in the back foot like he was with Rolly. He did it with Ryan Garcia too. He did the same thing. He just countered them to the win. He countered Ryan Garcia. That's how he knocked him out. He countered Rolando Romero. That's how he knocked him out. I don't think he knocked out Leo, right? It was more of a timing thing. He waited for Leo to drop his head to his body, then he came up with the uppercut. That's how he got Leo out of there. Hector Garcia, he just straight knocked his eyes silly. You know, knocked his vision out of his fucking head. All right. But he brought the fight to Leo. He brought the fight to Hector. He didn't really bring the fight to Ryan or Rolly because those dudes have punching power. If you go back to the Rise podcast, you heard Tank himself. He said, well, Devin ain't got no power to keep me off him. That's the game plan right there. That is what you're going to expect. If you see Tank fight Devin Haney, that is the type of fight Tank is going to fight, right? So we think he is. Meaning, he doesn't respect Devin Haney's power, and he's going to go in there and walk Devin down, kind of like he did against Hector Garcia or Leo Santa Cruz. He's probably going to try to treat him like one of those two guys, and then that's going to be a big mistake. And you got to ask yourself also, Devin don't have no power to take, right? At what weight class, though? Will this be at, does he be the 135-pound Devin? Excuse me. Or the 140-pound Devin? You see, that's another problem. You hear his team and his people talk about the weight. It's a reason why they're talking about this weight. I think a lot of this also goes back to the sparring sessions. We never saw these two sparring sessions. We heard Tank got the best of Devin in one of them. We heard Devin got the best of Tank in the other one. You hear the one with Devin got the best. You always hear the excuse that Tank, he wasn't in fighting shape and all this other mess. All right, if you're not in fighting shape, why'd you get in the ring with him? If you're not in fighting shape, you would have definitely been like, I can't do it. So my thing is, he was confident and he was gonna run through Dev, right? Even him not being in fighting, not being fight ready and in shape, but Dev got the best of him. I believe inside those sparring sessions, something spooked Tank as to why he hasn't fought Devin yet. Because if Devin was just as easy as he said he was, Tank could have easily snatched the belt from Dev when he was at 135 before a Kambosos fight even came about. Tank was the money guy, right? He's the big fish, right? He could have said, I want that WBC belt. Let me get that strap off Dev. Didn't happen. Right now, how come you don't see them sending contracts to fight Devin right now? Devin don't have anything lined up. Devin is free right now. Tank don't have anything lined up, right? So we think we're hearing that he's coming back in March. We haven't heard it set in stone, though. If he's coming back in March, we're already in January. Who's the opponent? Who's he fighting? Well, Tank just got elevated to WBA champion, the real champ. So what it might look like is he might be mandated to fight Isak Cruz. That's probably what's going to happen. Tank says he doesn't want to fight Isak. So in order for that to happen, Tank will have to probably, drop that WBA belt. He said he didn't want the belt. So let's see what happens with that. But what's going to happen is if he ever does fight Devin, he loses, y'all. And this is how. It's real easy to figure it out. He said he don't respect Devin's power. He's going to go in there and try to walk him down. And I think he would try it even at 135. At 135, he definitely would do it to Dev. Because, Dev is drained. His punching power is going to be probably minuscule. So he probably would try to run through Dev at 135 quick with no problem. At 140, he probably would be a little bit more cautious, but I think he would still try that. The problem is, Devin Haney is not Isak Cruz. Not even Isak Cruz. Devin Haney is not Rolando Romero. He is not Ryan Garcia. He is not Leo Santa Cruz. He is not Hector Garcia. Tank knows this. Tank's team knows this. Devin moves too good. He's faster than all four of those dudes. Besides maybe Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia probably has the quicker hands than Dev. But Devin has the better feet out of all those four dudes. The best footwork out of all those dudes. He counters better. Besides, I say Ryan Garcia's left hook to the body. But one other thing is, Devin has a better take, get a more stamina than those dudes too. So Tank is going to go in there and probably try to. If it doesn't matter how he comes in the ring, if he comes in aggressive against Dev, he's going to get pieced up. He's going to get countered to death the whole fight, and probably even you might see a knockdown in that fight against Tank. Remember I told you about his eye getting closed to the TKO victory? That's a possibility. He's going to walk Devin down, and Devin's power is probably gonna be deceptive. You don't think it's not there, but we just saw it with Regis. He has it. It's coming. It's there. He's gonna close that eye. That's a possibility. If you see Take's face in the other fights with lesser opponents, Leo Santa Cruz, a lighter dude, 126er, pulled him up in weight. Leo Santa Cruz pieced up Tank. His face was all punched up and marked up. Come on, man. What you think Devin gonna do with that jab, man? So, but if Tank decides to not be aggressive against Dev and fight like he fights like a Rolly, kind of like more waiting for that big punch, moving around a lot, he's gonna get outboxed to a loss. He's gonna get outpointed. And then that's when, he'll probably try to go for that one knockout. It's not gonna come. It's not gonna happen. Devin's gonna see it a mile away, bro. He's gonna see it. So they know this. They know that Devin Haney is Tank Davis' kryptonite. They don't want him to lose. They want him to have that same record like Floyd Mayweather with that, retire with that O in his record. That is the goal for Tank, to retire with that O. And in order for him to retire with that O, he has to fight the least toughest competition for him to do that. Mark my words, that's what's gonna happen. If Devin Haney doesn't fight Tank, Tank is going to retire with an O in his record. Watch me, believe me when I tell you. If he fights Devin, he will lose. He gets his first loss. Then again, the way things go in boxing, the boxing guards, you never know what they got in store. Tank goes in there and fights a cherry. Who knows? Nobody heard of or something like that. Goes in there and gets fucking knocked out. Or gets outboxed badly for 12 rounds. Now he has a loss, and then now everybody gonna look at him like he nobody. Rather, because he lost to somebody that nobody ever heard of, rather than losing to a Devin Haney. That's where he fucking up at. But that is how Devin Haney beats Tank. Doesn't matter how Tank comes in the ring. Aggressive, he gets countered all night long if he comes in there like a bull. Tries to outbox Dev, he loses on points. He's not going to outbox Dev on points. He loses either way. Just my opinion. Let me know what you think. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one.